What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of E Creeks Outdoors, guys. So I am still in Brazil here doing my study abroad, and although most of it is now over, I have a few weeks left here. I want to keep telling you guys some of the awesome stuff that I've done here. Now, in my last video, you saw that I was talking about Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, which is one of the coolest places I've ever been. It's such an awesome, alive city. It is really just, you can feel the energy when you're there. It's really awesome. And after that, I came back to Curitiba, and then we went on a little weekend trip to a place called Falls do Iguazu. Falls do Iguazu. Yeah, that's the Brazilian pronunciation. And that was super awesome. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, from both those places, this is a video, two of the coolest things that I have done in Brazil. So the first one, guys, is seeing Christ the Redeemer. Now, this is one of the 7 wonders of the world, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, and it was really an awesome experience. So if you're going to go see it, guys, what I'm going to recommend is when you're in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, pronunciation problems here, you walk up and hike up to see it. Now, you can take a cab or a bus or whatever up to it, but I think it's a lot cooler to hike up. You get to start in this cool park in Rio de Janeiro, and then you get to hike up. You're going to see some monkeys. It's a bit of a difficult hike, but it's a great workout, and it's awesome to get up there. Then once you get up there, you also have to take just a little van up there. Well, you pay for your tickets, and they take you up there, and then it is so beautiful, guys. It is an amazing view at the top, and just how huge this statue is absolutely insane. It is like perfectly built. There's no like blemishes on it. It's one of the most beautiful things you have ever seen. There were people working on it when we were there on the back side of it, and it's just like somebody's body up there next to it shows you just how huge it really is. And it's really just something that takes your breath away, and you can see why it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. And it's really something that everyone needs to go see, I think. And being a Christian is just an awesome thing to see. And it's amazing that man can make something like that. So the second, really one of the coolest things that I've done here in Brazil is something I just did last week, and that was go see the Iguazu Falls, or as they say here in Brazil, the Falls do Iguazu. And these are these massive waterfalls. They're actually the biggest waterfall system in all of the world. Now, that doesn't mean that they're the highest. I think it just means it's the most water pouring in. If you see an aerial view of it, it's like a big like U of just waterfalls. This river like wraps around it, and then it's coming in from almost every side, all these waterfalls. Just the amount of waterfalls there is absolutely insane. It is really one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. It's a different beauty than you see going to something like Christ the Redeemer. That's something that's man-made. This is just like natural, take your breath away. How is this possible beauty? And I think one of the neat things to think about is that like the first one is, an image of Jesus made by man. The second one is just like something made by God. It's just like, how beautiful is this? So when you're there, there's another really cool thing that you can do. You can hike up and see it. You can either go from the Brazilian side or the Argentinian side. It's right on the border. The river is the border. Another thing you can also do is take a little raft up to some of the waterfalls, not the big ones, some of the smaller ones. So you can actually do this thing, we did it from the Brazilian side, where you can get a boat, like kind of excursion thing, and they take you on this boat. They don't go very far. It's not like whitewater rafting or anything crazy like that. Anyone could do this. You don't even need to be physically fit. You get in this boat, they take you to a couple different spots, no farther than a few hundred yards from the ramp, and they take you actually under some of the smaller waterfalls, and it's just really awesome. It's really clear water. I would definitely recommend doing that. Awesome experience. And you're going to see maybe some wildlife and stuff while you're there. Now, the city of Foz do Iguaçu is actually not a huge city. There's not a ton of stuff to do there. But I think if you're going to go there, one of the things that I would want to do when I go back is to actually go on maybe like an excursion into the jungle. It's in like this huge jungle refuge area. It's like a national park. It's huge. There's actually jaguars that live there, pumas. And I would love to just go on like a couple day excursion into the jungle. That would be absolutely awesome. So not a ton of stuff to do in the actual town. I guess you could go see Argentina if you're allowed. And actually, if you're on the river, we were actually in Argentina because the border is in the middle of the river. So we were in Argentina, I guess. So those are cool. Two of the coolest things that I've seen here in Brazil that I've done, and it's just awesome. One man-made, one made by God. Both insanely beautiful and stunning. Take your breath away. That's two things that you gotta do here in Brazil. Hope you guys like this. I'll keep you updated with the videos. Keep living adventure style. Shout out to Phil Mickelson, who just won the PGA Championship yesterday. Can't wait to make some golf videos when I get back to the U.S. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of E Kriegs Outdoors. Peace out.